Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the city of Chiang Mai. This is for people who are just looking into Chiang Mai for the first time. They're trying to understand the city a little bit better, the way the transportation works, where everything's kind of at, what areas are calm, which areas are crazy, where you're going to find the tourists, where you're going to find the expats living, all that stuff. So let's get started. So first of all, where exactly is Chiang Mai? Well, if you're looking at Thailand, it's going to be way up north. Just keep looking north, you'll eventually find it. Second largest city in Thailand. Now, there is no beach here in Chiang Mai, so if you are into beaches, it's only a small, cheap flight away, but it is not here in Chiang Mai. So that is the one thing you're going to miss here in Chiang Mai. A lot of people who like big cities are going to move to Bangkok. Those who want to live on the beach will do so. The type of people who would move to Chiang Mai is someone who's looking for a little less party life and a little bit more tranquility, let's say, and you really enjoy the mountains. If that's your kind of place, then you really do need to check Chiang Mai out. Chiang Mai is very popular with expats simply because it's nice and quiet in parts. We'll talk about that later. But there's still a nightlife. There's still plenty to do. Lots of gorgeous nature around here. There's just a good, calming vibe within the surrounding area, including Chiang Mai. So the way Chiang Mai is laid out, you've got a square you will see on the map. And the foreigners here, we call it Old City. Now notice I didn't say the locals call it Old City, just us foreigners. So Old City's in the middle. That is going to be the epicenter of Chiang Mai. Anything that's going on here in Chiang Mai, like a big festival, whatever, more than likely it is going to be right there in the center. So that's going to be where all the tourists are. A lot of restaurants, including Western restaurants. It's pretty much the epicenter for everything. So that is a perfect area for people who are visiting Chiang Mai for the first time and you want to just dive into the action. You're going to want to go there. That's where the nightlife is. I could keep going on and on. It's probably one of the only areas that you could live in around Chiang Mai that you can walk to just about everything. We'll get more into that a little bit later. Now, around the outskirts of the old city, you're going to have areas like Neiman, which isn't that far away. Again, that's going to be more of an uppity coffee culture place for digital nomads, retirees that are just getting here. This is going to be another area that's very congested with traffic and things like that. So Old City, Neiman area, lots of traffic, lots going on. If you're somebody who's looking to live here long term with a family, maybe you're looking to live in a little bit less of a touristy environment, then I would say look south to Hangdong, which is about a 15-minute ride by car from Hangdong to Old City. It's not far. That's where I live. It's where a lot of expats live. It's a good, I guess you could say it's a good even draw between lots of expats that live here permanently, or at least for a long period of time, and a great Thai culture. So it's a great place to live. There's other areas that is worth checking out as well. Doi Saket is one of my favorites. It's more of a complete laid-back area. In Doi Saket, it's easy to find housing that is going to be in the middle of nowhere where you have the peace and tranquility. So make sure you check that area out too. Now I will say this, I've said it in other videos, if you are planning on moving to the Chiang Mai area, my first thing is I would say spend a good month maybe in an Airbnb in Old City and just get a realtor and look around. It gives you a month to see all the action in the city there, in the city center. But then you can go with a realtor out to these different areas to see which kind of city vibe is best for you. Now, when it comes to transportation, keep this in mind about Chiang Mai. It is spread out. More than likely, I'm going to say there's a 95% chance wherever you move here in Chiang Mai, you cannot reach everything you want to go to by foot, meaning you will need some transportation. It's spread all out. Sometimes just to do our daily tasks, my wife and I, we have to go a good 30-minute drive. So just keep that in mind. You will need some sort of transportation. Yes, you could get the Uber type things like Grab that they have here in town and get them to take you to where you need to go. That's fine. Just want you to know this isn't a place where you're just going to be able to walk to everything you need. The closest thing is Old City, And again, you could probably get to about 90% of all the things you want to get to. That other 10%, you're going to need to get some sort of public transportation to get there. And speaking of driving around, what is the traffic like here? It is pretty bad, meaning if you're in some of the downtown areas or some of the congested areas of Chiang Mai, especially during rush hour, traffic goes really slow. The lights here are unbelievably long. I've timed some of them. One light I know in particular takes 4 minutes and 20 seconds for it to go from the time it turns red to the time it turns green again. And there's others that I know are longer than that. So just keep in mind that the traffic here is a little rough. Parking here is a little rough depending on where you're at. And again, those lights are a killer. The cost of living here in Chiang Mai is significantly lower than a lot of other places in Thailand. Further south you go, things get more expensive. So Bangkok, Phuket, all that stuff is going to be more expensive than it is living here in Chiang Mai. So that's good news. If you're looking to looking to rent a small condo, I would say that if you're not looking for a lot of frills, you're just looking for a basic condo within the $300 mark US, you should be just fine. If you want to bump that up, bump it up, go as high as you want. If you're looking for a house, I would say a really nice house, let's say 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, you're looking somewhere in the neighborhood of $650 US a month, and that's for a really nice neighborhood. Yes, there's everything in between, so there's a lot to look at, but there's some prices for you to help you figure out if this is the place for you. Now, the food and restaurants here in Chiang Mai, I think, are very good. Of course, the Thai food's amazing everywhere, no problems there. So let's talk about the foreign food. Yes, you can get Italian. Yes, you can get Mexican. Yes, you can get American food. Yes, you can get Australian food. Yes, you can get your fish and chips and your Sunday breakfast, everything. It's all here. There's so many expats that live here that they've already opened all these restaurants up. So make sure and check those out while you're here. Now, for shopping and groceries, you can either go to, let's talk about food shopping, grocery stores. You can either go to the little village markets, which I would highly suggest, low prices, fresh everything. Or you can go into Western style supermarkets like Big C Extra, Rimping, Tops, and you're going to find a lot of imports. You're going to find a lot of products everywhere. It's set up, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's set up like more Western type grocery stores. Shopping, there are malls here. There's big malls, 3 big ones coming to mind. They're spread out all over the city. You can do a Google search for those. They are incredibly nice, incredibly big, air conditioned, everything's top notch. You'll really enjoy the malls here, so you won't take a hit on that kind of shopping if you want to move here to Chiang Mai. Now, healthcare, we've got some great hospitals here. So we've got some private hospitals. We've got, of course, public hospitals that are a lot cheaper, but you've got the best of the best, which is probably in the most expensive Bangkok hospital, but you've got everything in between. Just ask around and you will find the one that will meet your budget with the right kind of doctors. Now, what about lifestyle and activities? Well, if you're looking for nightlife, they have it. If you're looking for outdoor adventure, it's all around here. That's why a lot of people come here. And there are a lot of great restaurants and things to do further away from Chiang Mai. You can also go to Chiang Rai, which is another great place. It's about a 3-hour ride by car. My wife and I go to Chiang Rai for a little weekend vacation. And you also have Pai, P-A-I, which is another great place for people to visit during the busy season. Your November, December, January can get pretty crowded. But other than that, you should be just fine. Now, what if you have kids? Is there public education for them? Private schools? Western style schools? Yes, there's all of that. Some of them I have heard are pretty pricey, so make sure you do your Google search for that. And more than likely, if you do have kids and they have to go to school, you're going to want to live somewhat close to where your kids go to school. So what about the internet here? The internet here is extremely fast. You're not going to have any problems with connecting to the internet. And another thing, their phone system, 5G here, which is extremely fast. So everything here is great. If you're going to be a digital nomad or do anything online, not a problem. So some pros for here would definitely be it's very expat friendly. It's a very cheap place to live here in Thailand, and it's a very relaxed environment. So that's all I have for you in this episode. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you feel so inclined, buy us a coffee. We'd really appreciate it. If you're really serious about moving here, make sure to check out our step-by-step guide to moving here to Thailand. There's a link down in the description below. So I'm going to say thank you in Thai by saying Khap Khun Khap.